Inglewood, California. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 53 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Weaver. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer, wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Stafford now to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll run on first down with Akers. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, it's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Rosa's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Wentz now on first down. It's caught. It's Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try the left side. Hawkins. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's complete. It's Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wentz gonna throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Cam Akers of the Rams offense ready to go back to work. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Malik McDowell forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This is taken at the 15. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Wentz now on first down. Going deep this time for Miller. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's Miller, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A final shot before the break. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. So we reach halftime. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 2. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Got a man complete to Miller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 34 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Stafford. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out come the Bucs now. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wentz's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wentz to Evans on the slant. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Howard, the tight end. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, it's Jones. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 17. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun, it's Wentz. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Wentz. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. His throw incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Stafford. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. That ball caught by Harrison. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Flushed out right. A check down here to Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now it's Stafford.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford looking underneath. He's got Akers. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Ndamukong Suh, recently a member of these Rams, with the tackle.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 24. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bucs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week with a Kansas City.